New numbers show another record year for Florida's tourism industry with more than 112 million visitors in 2016. While more people just keep flocking to the Sunshine State, our governor is in a dispute with fellow lawmakers over the two agencies in charge of tourism and economic development. ABC 7's Kate Flexter tells us how local businesses are reacting.
It's been another record-breaking year for tourism here in the Sunshine State, thanks to beautiful scenes like this one. But the scene in Tallahassee is a much different one. In the Florida House of Representatives, there's a battle brewing on whether or not to fund those tourism agencies.
112 million tourists.
Despite red tide, 2 hurricanes, and an outbreak of the Zika virus, Governor Rick Scott announced Thursday Florida once again attracted a record number of tourists. Number Scott attributes to the tourism marketing agency Visit Florida. His announcement just one of many moves in his ongoing fight with House leadership.
So great, our tourism numbers up, make the nexus and the causation between tourism and what we're spending.
Speaker of the House Richard Corcoran is leading the movement to do away with Visit Florida and Enterprise Florida, releasing this YouTube video accusing them of foolish spending and corruption. Visit Florida recently came under fire after paying the rapper Pitbull $1 million to promote Florida beaches.
Maybe they don't have to hire famous rappers, but to cut advertising, it would be ridiculous.
Manager of the Old Salty Dog in Siesta Key, Milo Milladine, is one of many local businesses concerned about the potential impact.
And they're driving tourism somehow through advertising, and I don't know why they would want to do away with that.
At the Greater Sarasota Chamber of Commerce, President and CEO Kevin Cooper says tourism is an integral part of our local economy.
Hospitality and tourism is one of the legs of the stool here in Sarasota County, and it has long since been that way.
Cooper says, though, it is important to be conservative when taxpayer dollars are involved.
It's good to have an eye on it. It's good to have scrutiny. It's good to have questions about ROI. What are we doing? How is it working? But let's let those lessons learned play out. Let's see how we can strengthen the organization rather than perhaps doing away with it.
We did speak to local Representative Joe Gruters. He says he's definitely in favor of keeping that funding for Visit Florida and Enterprise Florida. For now in Sarasota, Kate Flexter, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Kate. Another big decision in Tallahassee today. A high court rules women can ignore the Florida law that requires them to see a doctor 24 hours before having an abortion. The state Supreme Court's ruling today upholds a lower court decision that blocks the law from going into effect. Governor Rick Scott signed the waiting period into law in 2015, and it was quickly blocked by a lower court after the ACLU sued. But an appeals court lifted the injunction a year ago, and the law was in effect until the Supreme Court temporarily blocked it 2 months later. A follow-up now on a murder case in Charlotte County. David McManus, the second suspect in the murder of Tara Sidorovich, was found guilty today. The 19-year-old woman was killed in 2001. The first suspect, Philip Barr, was convicted of first-degree murder in a jury trial in 2015. At the time of Sidorovich's disappearance, Barr owned a septic service business and McManus was an employee. The two visited her home in Punta Gorda on the same day she vanished. Sidorovich's remains were found nearly a year later off Burnt Store Road. A funeral service for a teacher in Northport will be held this Sunday. Holly Fisher was a teacher at Heron Creek Middle School, and she died last Saturday. Police say Fisher shot her husband and then turned the gun on herself. Her husband, Jason Chase Fisher, survived the shooting, and police are still investigating. A funeral service for Fisher will take place at South Biscayne Church in Northport on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. A popular restaurant in Sarasota that was shut down for months because of a fire is once again open and inviting customers. JR's Old Packing House Cafe reopened yesterday. It had been closed for 8 months. Part of the cafe and 2 warehouses were damaged in a massive fire last summer. Crews have been working to repair the building, adding some drywall, cleaning, painting, and a lot of other work.
It took a little longer, quite a bit longer than I expected. I kept telling people, everybody 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and then people started telling me back, you told me that 2 weeks ago. So yeah, that was like 8 months ago, I know.
It's a sit down, enjoy the music type of crowd, and I love that. With the great food, you can't beat this place. JR's Packing House is great.
JR says all of his previous staff, they were able to return to work. And all of those menu favorites, burgers, Cuban sandwiches, wings, they are all available. And now for a check on our forecast, let's head over to Bob.
That sounds tasty. Weather is very good, too, right now. 65 degrees, sunny skies, and the dew point temperature is low, 45, and winds out of the northwest at 12, making it feel a little bit cooler out there. The pressure rising continues to rise at this hour, and no rainfall around as that high pressure ridge is creating sinking air, which does usually clears the skies out. 66 degrees in Jacksonville, 70 in Orlando, nice there, 74 now in Key West, and inland areas now into the low 70s. From Anna Maria to Longboat and to Siesta Key and Manasota Beach, all into the mid 60s right now, 67 degrees at Lakewood Ranch Parish. You're at 66. And as far as the evening planner goes, you may need a jacket if you're heading out tonight. Temperatures will be into the mid 50s at 9 o'clock under clear skies. We'll have more on our forecast as we approach the weekend coming up in a few minutes. Haley.
Thank you, Bob. Now to new developments involving the suspect in the shooting rampage at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. Defense lawyers say Esteban Santiago is mentally competent to stand trial. The attorneys told a federal judge today that he understands court proceedings and can assist in his defense. Santiago is accused of flying from Anchorage, Alaska to Florida on January 6th and then opening fire at the baggage claim area of the airport. Police say he fatally shot 5 people and wounded 6 others. If convicted, Santiago could face the death penalty. Tonight, the FBI has joined the case of 2 teenage girls found dead in Indiana. The deaths have shocked this small rural community and sparked a manhunt for a murderer. ABC's Ryan Burrow has the latest.
Reported missing Monday, the next day, 2 young friends found dead along a rural hiking trail in Indiana. In this haunting last look at 2:07 p.m. Monday afternoon, 14-year-old Liberty German uploaded a picture of 13-year-old Abigail Williams walking across the train tracks over a bridge near Delphi, Indiana. A family member dropped the girls off at a nature trail for a hike around 1 p.m. Hours later, they didn't show up at a planned pickup. Both bodies were discovered in the woods 3/4 of a mile from the bridge seen on Liberty's Snapchat. Authorities won't reveal how the teens died, but say their deaths are being investigated as homicides. On Good Morning America, former FBI agent Brad Garrett said there are several possibilities.
It is either random, it's targeted, somebody watched them walk down this trail, or it's somebody they knew.
A massive dragnet now focuses on this mystery man. Investigators say he was on the trail around the same time as the 2 teens. The police zeroing in on those Snapchat images, which put their location on the map.
It's extremely important because if you have a bad guy that happens to have a cell phone or some device that's emitting a signal, you may be able to put him or her in the proximity of the 2 girls.
The small country community seized with shock and grief.
This is rural Indiana. Most of the people that are born and raised here stay here. It is very uncommon for that to happen in a small community.
Now the search for answers and for a killer on the loose. Ryan Burrow, ABC News, Chicago.
And still to come on your Suncoast News, jumping back into the dating scene as a senior. It's not as easy as you might think, although I'm sure some of you would agree with that. Some advice on how singles on the Suncoast can find their true love in a special report. That's next.
There's a whole new way to bank with Achieva Checking Plus. You get new features like cell phone protection for 3 phones, plus an interest-bearing account. And that's good to know. Discover all the benefits at AchievaCU.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s, plus incredible savings on move-in ready homes. Come tour 6 designer models. This is the time of your life. Make it island time at Harbor Isle. Go to mintofla.com now.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Car experts and customers agree. There's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru was named the 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted, and Best Performance Brand by Kelley Blue Book. And ALG named Subaru its top mainstream brand for residual value for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru True Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
There's a whole new way to bank with Achieva Checking Plus. You get new features like full ID theft protection, and that's good to know. Discover all the benefits at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Lots of senior citizens proudly call the Suncoast home, but finding companionship and establishing relationships in an older age can be a little bit challenging. ABC7's Christopher Brantley has some advice for those seniors looking for love.
There is no app for mature adults to find that missing person in their life or to find that companionship.
Judith Clavin and Greg Weldon certainly didn't need an app. They only needed a walk.
We were walking down toward Venice Avenue, and I looked at him and I said to him, I would never leave him. And he was surprised. And I said, I love you.
They both live in the Summit of Venice, an assisted living facility. Their everyday walks sparked a romance that ultimately led to a friendship ceremony.
It was beautiful. Everybody was there, the whole staff and all the residents.
And they aren't the only ones who found love here.
And she says to me, I've got a crush on you, and that's what started it.
That was forthright.
I had the guts to tell her.
Chuck DeRose and Joan Lilly won't say they're dating, but they're exclusively seeing each other. While love was easy for some, it wasn't so easy for others.
I don't. There just isn't, you know.
Roberta Cardamone moved into the Summit with her husband in early 2015. He died only a few months later.
I'll go to turn in my room to say something. Nobody there. And that's hard.
Cardamone won't marry again, but she'd like to find a companion. But with poor health, going out is increasingly a challenge.
I could go online too, but anybody that I've known that's tried it has been very disappointed.
She's also concerned about her own safety. You never know if the person is who they say they are on the other side of a message board. To help, staff at the Summit take it on themselves to introduce new residents and visitors, almost like matchmakers.
You have more women than men, so when a new gentleman comes to the building, all the women are very interested and want to get to know him.
For David DeRose, though, it's not meeting new people that's the struggle.
I'm sitting, I can't walk.
DeRose never married. Now confined to a wheelchair, he's losing hope that he ever will. Today, he, his brother Chuck, Chuck's girlfriend Joan, and Cardamone have all formed a family. They spend all day together and, well, they enjoy a dirty joke.
Oh, no, I think I know what that means. I never knew what that meant.
Sorry, we can't repeat the joke. Age may have taken its toll on their bodies and has done nothing to diminish their sense of humor. As much of a struggle as it's been for some, for Clavins and Weldon, it's come more naturally.
We're not perfect,
but we do. We accept each other for who we are, in good times and bad times.
Before we left the summit, Cardamone wanted to say one last thing, a word of advice for all of her contemporaries.
Life doesn't end when you move into an ALF. It's different, but like with anything else, it's what you make of it.
Everyone we spoke to said the best thing to do is to get out to local events, the farmers market, an art show, whatever it is. Just get out and meet new people. Christopher Brantley, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Never too late for love.
Well, I'll tell you, it is beautiful out there right now, Haley. A good time to get out there and do some walking around the park. It's beautiful, clear skies. We have some high cirrus clouds coming in from the west, but we should make for a decent sunset tonight. And send those pictures in the pics at mysuncoast.com. Out on the water is fairly calm out there. Calm conditions, relatively speaking, compared to what we had 2 days ago. And a photo sent in to Twitter from the city of Sarasota. Kim sending this one in. And it looks like, again, beautiful conditions out there on the waters. Titan radar picture not depicting any rainfall around, and that's going to be the case as a large dome of high pressure continues to dominate the weather at least through Friday. And then this high will exit stage right and allow a system to move in from the Gulf of Mexico, and that will bring us some clouds on Saturday. As far as the winds go, well, they're really going to lessen up somewhat. We're going to see light winds tonight out of the northeast, anywhere from 5 to 10. Tomorrow, beautiful day, a little sea breeze developing in the afternoon. But all in all, high temperatures will be slightly above average inland, right around average near the coast. Sarasota right now, 65 degrees under sunshine and the dew point 45. Winds are out of the northwest at 12 and the pressure 29.99 inches. And again, it's been holding steady right now, but building throughout the day. 70 the high today, 73 is our average, and 86 the record set back in 1995. This morning's low was at 62. No rainfall to report. And we're not expecting a lot with this system as it moves in from the Gulf. We will see some rain, possibly as much as 1/4 of an inch in some isolated areas, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a widespread rainfall event. And it doesn't appear that the storms are going to be too intense at this point. We'll have to watch it closely. You'll notice as it approaches the coast, this particular model depicts these showers weakening as they make their way toward the west coast of Florida. And it looks like it should move through pretty quickly, too. So once we get through Saturday night, Sunday, things will start to clear out of here, and we'll look for warm temperatures even on Sunday. Out west is where the story is. Another massive storm system getting ready to move on shore. It's off the coast right now. They're already dealing with some rainfall right now, but more rain is on the way with this particular system. They can see some record amounts of rainfall totals from all the way from Southern California to the northern portion of that state, where they don't need the rain. Temperature right now, Buffalo 26, Boston you're at 34, Pittsburgh 28, and much warmer in Denver. Look at that, 74 degrees right now. Rapid City at 71. Warmer in Rapid City, South Dakota than it is right here. 68 in Dallas and 59 degrees in Atlanta, Macon at 64. As far as the beach and boating forecast goes, well, here's how it shapes up. Winds will be out of the east and southeast to start the morning off at 10 knots and then turn to the west in the afternoon at 5 knots. So pretty good. Seas running 2 to 3 feet. Those will be subsiding in the afternoon too as those winds start to come down. A light chop on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now at 70, and we're expecting a beach temperature right around 70 degrees tomorrow. The UV index will be high at a 10. Upcoming tides for Sarasota Bay. Low tide is the next one, 11:23 tonight. High tide will be at 4:46. Sunset 6:23. Days are getting longer, and sunrise will be at 7:05. Tonight's forecast, cooler, low temperatures into the mid to upper 40s really near the coast, even some low 40s well inland. North winds at 5 to 10. And then for tomorrow, it looks beautiful out there. Mild conditions, mostly sunny, and a high temperature right around 73 degrees with northeast winds at 5. The extended forecast does call for a chance for showers. Comes late Saturday and into Saturday evening. Clearing out Sunday, sunshine expected on Monday with a high near 80 degrees. And notice those temperatures all the way through Thursday of next week. Pretty warm, upper 70s with a good chance for showers moving in Wednesday and Thursday. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. No accidents right now, but traffic is backed up on I-75 in the northbound lanes. A warning for new parents and grandparents. A company called Britax is recalling some 700,000 strollers. The car seats can apparently fall off. The recall includes the Be Agile and Bob Motion strollers with a click-and-go system that attach a car seat to the frame. Britax has received 26 reports of children getting hurt after car seats detached from the stroller. stroller. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says customers should stop attaching the strollers to the car seats and contact the company for possible repairs. If you're already thinking about a summer vacation, well, there are now 2 flights you can consider. Starting today, Tampa International Airport is offering flights to and from San Francisco. The United flights will leave on a daily basis, and it is a nonstop flight that takes about 6 hours. The airport in Punta Gorda is also offering nonstop service to Cleveland. Allegiant Airlines will operate flights 3 times a week. One-way flights will be as low as $61. The Punta Gorda Airport is 54 miles from Sarasota. Free meals are coming back to Delta flights starting March 1st. The airline will offer complimentary meals to passengers on transcontinental flights between New York's JFK, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. Delta will also add free meals to other longer domestic routes as well. The meal offerings will vary by the time of day. Entertainment news coming up next.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Our goal is to do things better than anybody in the country. What makes Sarasota Memorial Hospital's program so special is that it's taking care of the patient in every aspect of cardiovascular disease. And in this community, the patients are very active. The idea is not just to get them over that operation, but to get them back to doing the things that they enjoy doing.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
In town? On the town, The Mark offers landmark living in the center of everything you love about Sarasota. Priced from the 700s, spacious residences and elevated club-level amenities create a private oasis in the sky. Promenade shopping and dining put the best of downtown downstairs. Sales gallery open daily at the corner of Pineapple and State Street just south of Main. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by Coulter.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Contemporary Cabinetry and Closet Concepts. Our strength is in building a relationship with our clients. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years. When you organize your home, you simplify your life. Call today for a free in-home consultation or visit the web at contemporarycabinetry.srq.com.
Go ahead. Make a fashion statement. Demand something more than just ordinary. Capture elegance in every turn and drive with flair. Where beautiful styling is standard. Stop in and take a test drive. I'll guarantee you'll never go back to plain vanilla again. The all-new 2017 Fiat 500, starting at $14,999. Only at Sunset Fiat in Sarasota.
Cleveland police are investigating an alleged fight involving Justin Bieber. Back in June, the pop star was caught on camera fighting with a group of people outside the Westin Cleveland downtown hotel. The altercation supposedly took place after Game 3 of the NBA Finals last summer. Rodney Cannon told police that Bieber took his glasses and punched him 3 times. The report alleges that Bieber's bodyguards also punched Cannon. No charges have been filed. Keith Urban leads nominations for the Academy of Country Music Awards. The singer has 7 nods as both artist and producer for his record titled Ripcord. Competing against Urban for Entertainer of the Year will be Jason Aldean, Florida Georgia Line, Carrie Underwood, and Luke Bryan. Miranda Lambert has 6 nods, including Female Vocalist of the Year. And coming off her Grammy win for Best Solo Performance, Maren Morris ties Lambert with 6 nominations, including Album of the Year. The awards will air live on April 2nd. Stars of Rogue One, a Star Wars story, are heading to the Academy Awards. Show producers announcing today that Felicity Jones and Riz Ahmed will serve as presenters at the February 26th ceremony. Some of the other presenters include Samuel L. Jackson, Shirley MacLaine, Kate McKinnon, and Charlize Theron. Jimmy Kimmel is hosting the show, which will air right here on ABC 7 on Sunday, February 26th. Say goodbye to the thimble. You can still pass go and collect $200 on the Monopoly board, but soon you will not be able to do it with the thimble game piece. Voters have rejected the thimble, which has been part of the game since it was added to Monopoly in 1935. The move is part of a campaign to select the next generation of game pieces. Hashtags, emojis, even a rubber duck may replace dogs, cats, and hats in this new version. Hasbro is holding a worldwide contest on 8 tokens, and winners will be announced next month. It will be hard to say goodbye to those classics because Monopoly is such a classic game, but I guess they have to do an update. We'll be right back.
There's a whole new way to bank with Achieva Checking Plus. You get new features like cell phone protection for 3 phones, plus an interest-bearing account. And that's good to know. Discover all the benefits at AchievaCU.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
What does it mean when New South Windows says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct prices.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Fort Florida Home.
By Florida workers.
Because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window, we manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.